It's Nick Shell, the internet receding hairline guy. Is this going to be a creepy video? What's right behind me? Nothing. Yes, it's me again. And you want some drama? You want a dramatic subject for receding hairline that might cause controversy? This is as good as I got today. But I want to entitle this video something to the effect of waistline, not hairline. And I've mentioned this before, but though we put pressure on ourselves to believe that we're found as attractive men based on our hair, the reality of it, we're not being judged by women to the same caliber on that. In fact, just this weekend, now I know that you don't know my wife, you haven't seen my wife. She's a very attractive woman. I'm not just saying that because she's my wife. I lucked out. I mean, I'm an average looking guy at best, but she is a very beautiful woman. And we were talking this weekend about it. For some reason, I guess she was asking me, hey, how are your videos working out? And I was telling her about this. She says, you know, it's so weird that guys worry that much about their hair when that's not even what we find attractive in men anyway. And she said, working out and being fit, that matters a lot compared to hair. She said, what matters is that somebody's in shape. Now, I'm not saying that my wife, her opinion reflects all women or most. I'm not saying that, but I think that her opinion probably does reflect most women. That would be my guess. I just think it's a double standard. We put all this burden on ourselves to judge our own looks on our hair when that's not what they do. So with that being said, let me tell you this one quick story real quick. I was in Atlanta this weekend, staying downtown, and I was in the elevator. I had just come back. There was a swimming pool on the 18th floor. I just came back from the elevator, and as a guy walked in to get on the elevator, and he had like this weird accent that I'm not familiar with. And I said, hey, have you ever been to the gym before up here? It's pretty cool where the pool is. And he said, yeah, I've been going there. Actually, I've been here in this hotel for 3 months now, shooting a movie. So he had just got on his floor. He's walking out of the elevator now. And as the door is closing, I say, oh, well, what movie are you shooting? And here's what he does. He says, Fast and Furious 8. And then this was my facial expression while I'm still in the elevator as the doors are shutting. I go, and then this is what he does back to me. He goes, now this man had a shaved head. I thought he was shorter than me. I thought he was around 5'7". My wife thinks he was about 6 foot tall. Either way, this guy had a shaved head and he was very built, very fit. And in that whole interaction, I thought, yeah, this is the kind of thing my wife's talking about. Someone who is fit, who cares about the hair? That's something you can't control. And that's one of the things that I guess like one of my life mottos. I mean, and you know, you've heard me say before, I'm a vegan. Like, I am a strict vegan, and this isn't a phase. I've been a vegan for over 3 years now. I've been a vegetarian for 4.5 years. I've been kosher for, let's see, I've been married 8 years now, so about that long. I'd say at least 7.5 years I've been kosher. I haven't eaten any bacon, pork, shellfish, anything like that. I'm very strict on my diet. I exercise, I bike. That's how I am. Because I know it's, as far as me getting older, I'm gonna be losing my hair and I'm gonna be gaining weight. Unless I do something about it. Now the hair, I'm letting that happen. It can fall out, I'll shave my head, who cares about that? I'm definitely not gonna try to correct it with hair plugs or tattoos or lotions or potions or oils. I'm not gonna do that, that's my choice. But as far as the gaining the weight thing, that's gonna happen, and it has been happening, but I'm fighting it. And how am I fighting it? By my diet, because obviously if I'm a vegan and now I'm cutting out gluten on top of that, it's very important to me that I control my size. I control my waistline. I can control my waistline. I cannot control my hairline. Or, yes, there's treatments out there, but I do not endorse them. So I can truly have an effect on. See, I'm a size 31 waist, and basically my whole concept here is I will always be a size 31. I will not allow myself to ever buy 32 or 33. For years I was 33. And then once I became a vegan, it dropped down to 31. And so it's very important to me, because that's the thing that actually matters. When you think, one of the things that actually matters to women, I mean, that they have a good, strong, healthy man, right? Not someone who lets himself go, because he can actually control that. And I think women, especially my wife, is obviously aware of that. She knows that I can control how I look in regards to me being healthy, as far as me being in shape. But she knows that I can't control the hair, and she doesn't care about the hair. She just doesn't want it to be too long. But and I know what you're gonna say, it's too long now, but I'm getting a haircut next Friday. I'm gonna get it trimmed up a little bit. So it's all about your waistline, not about your hairline, because you can control your waistline. And obviously I'm not talking about starving yourself or any kind of what's sort of like gimmicky thing, like just drink this shake, just put this wrap on. No, we're not talking about some kind of pyramid scheme. I'm saying by focusing more on plants and vegetables and whole grains and less on animal products. I've lived that life, and I know you're young. You're only 21 years old, so this hasn't kicked in yet for you. But by my late 20s, I had eczema. It was so bad my hands were swollen I could barely type on a keyboard. I had very bad acne. I had headaches all the time. I had constant sinusitis and sinus pressure, and that all went away when I became a vegan. So why would I ever go back, you know, for me? And I'm not saying that everyone would have such remarkable results if they became a vegan, but I'm saying that for me. Being a vegan has helped keep me balanced as far as all that goes. So I'm very obsessed with being healthy and being in shape and being fit. I don't have to be muscular like the guy from Fast and Furious 8 that I met in the elevator. You know, that'd be nice, but right now I just don't have time to work out. But I can make my life in a way that I'm eating healthy food for the long run. It's not just about the waistline now. It's about being 50 and 60 years old and being the healthiest 50 or 60-year-old guy that anyone knows, because you can control it by what you eat and how you exercise. I know that may not even be politically correct to say, but it's my choice, and that's what I'm going to do about it. I choose my waistline over my hairline. This is Nick Shell, the internet receding hairline. If you're looking for drama or controversy, maybe there's some in there. Maybe you could say, Nick Shell, you're a liar. That's not true. You didn't used to have eczema. You didn't used to have sinusitis and be allergic to animals, and then suddenly all that went away over a weekend. You're lying. So if you want to say that, you could, if you're looking for drama. But I'm telling you, that's how my life used to be, and now it's not. I lost something like 20 or 25 pounds when it's all said and done. And becoming a vegan really did change that for me, and it makes me happy. And obviously I'm getting enough protein. I'm not like just this skinny, wiry guy. In fact, I've still got a couple more pounds to lose, because when my wife was pregnant, we were eating tater tots and vegan chocolate bars, and it actually kind of stuck on me. So that's part of the reason I'm getting rid of gluten for a while, to kind of trim down even more. I want to be 31 waist size, and I always want to be in that perfect range for my age and weight and height, because I believe that has a lot to do with having a good, meaningful life. And not to mention, it makes you more attractive if you are fit and healthy compared to if you're unhealthy, because unhealthy, that looks like a bleak future. I don't want a bleak future. I want a bright future. I want to be alive and well and not live on medications. I'm on no prescription drugs or anything like that. So I try to be as natural as possible, which goes back fundamentally on why I don't personally choose to do anything about my hairline receding. I'm just going to let it happen. This is Nick Shell, the internet receding hairline, possibly even controversial.